What's up, YouTube? So went down to Troup farming yard. They're a feed and seed store. They just started selling all kind of outdoor supplies for deer, turkey, and for food plots and stuff like that. But they also have a enormous amount of fishing tackle in there. Owner of that store and a couple of his buddies really enjoy going over to the Flint catching those shoal bass. So he got into the market, and he realized that there was a lot of people that was looking for a very specific style of bait and soft plastics and things like that. So reached out to me, and I said, hey man, get us some circle hooks. So he got me these 8/0 Gamakatsu circle hooks that are in there. I think he's got 8/0, 7/0, 6/0. So a lot of times these straight shanks are pretty hard to find, but he's got them up there at Troup Farming Yard in LaGrange, Georgia. So y'all go pay him a visit and tell him I said hello. He may even give you a discount if you tell him that I sent you in there. So, or he may charge you double. I don't know. Anyway, go give him a holler. I'll show y'all what I'm doing here for a rig I'm putting together. Super simple. Simple Carolina rig, catfishing style. We got a jet ski coming through here. Isn't that awesome? Gotta love a jet ski. At least he was going fast. There's not much weight. I'd rather them go 90 miles an hour beside me than try to go through here real slow. What I got, I'm gonna put it on this white piece of paper so you can see it, is an 8/0 Gamakatsu hook. The difference with this circle hook than most other circle hooks is this circle hook has a straight shaft. Now, what I like about a straight shaft is when you snell the knot, it puts a good curve in your hook, so it's got that trigger effect. Real easy. Go through the back, hold it down, wrap it 8 or 10 times, whatever. I don't know. In the same direction that you went in there, go the opposite way back through there. That is a no knot snail. Pretty simple knot to tie. When you get it in there, just put it on something, give it a good pull. Now, the reason that I don't like the those curved necked hooks, some of these hooks have a neck that is curved back this way. I guess that's for that line to come back up and to keep this thing straight. Well, I like it to be a little bit curved like that. And when it's curved, it's just got a little bit more of a trigger. Circle hooks work a lot different than your J hook, right? These things here, they get in the fish's mouth, they're starting to come out, they roll over to the corner, and as they come out, they sort of work their way into the corner of the jaw of that fish's mouth. And if you take a circle hook and you try to set it like a J hook, a lot of times you'll miss that fish. This circle hook is designed to kind of work its way over there in that corner. Now that fish is trying to throw it, he's trying to sling it out, he's doing everything he can to get it out of his mouth. All you need to do when you set the hook on a circle hook is just crank down on that fish, slow, good, steady, keep a lot of tension on it. Now when you feel like you've got him good and hooked, you might give it not a snatch, but you might give it a good tug and wind down. Always keep in tension, keep in contact with that fish. A lot of times when you're catfishing, you got these big 5-ounce, 6-ounce sinkers to keep that bait all the way down there on the bottom and keep it in place. And when you've got that sinker here, right along in here, and you got this hook here, when that fish is thrashing around, he's able to create a lot of loose ends on this leader line. So you really want to keep that line good and tight when you're fighting those fish. But that's it. That's a simple knot. And I'm going to go up here to a swivel. I'm going to put a swivel, a bead, and then my sinker, my slide. Anyway, I'll show you that here in a second. So I'm coming down to my circle, and if you start from the bottom up, do your snail knot on your hook. You've got 2 tag ends that you're able to work with when you're doing that snail. Then go down to your swivel, and it's very easy to tie a polymer knot. If you work your way from the bottom up, it's easy to tie polymer knots all the way down. Now I like polymer knots mainly because they're strong, but also because they're very easy to tie. If you can double the line and do an overhand knot, cinch her down, that's it. These catfish ain't really line shy, so I got a little bit extra tag in right there, but that's a snail knot, polymer knot. Take your main line, go ahead and run your sinker on there. I've got a 5-ounce no-roll sinker on my Carolina rigs. I can cast this out, or I can suspend it. And then I'm gonna run a I've got an 8mm glass bead. And once you got your sinker and your bead out there, go find your swivel, double it up, tie your overhand knot, take your hook, drop it down through the hole, the loop that you created, and then pull it tight with both the other end. Sometimes you got to wet that thing. I don't like the way that went down, but that's all right. All right. Y'all, when I'm bass fishing, I don't like a lot of tag in. I get my knots super tight and super snug and neat. But when I'm catfishing, y'all, these catfish don't care. So main line, sinker, bead, polymer knot, swivel, polymer knot. Oh, that's probably about a 20-inch leader maybe, down to a snail and an 8/0 circle hook. That is a rig for success. Anyway, that's what I do. So y'all check them out up there at Troup Farm and Yard on Hogansville Road in LaGrange. Tell them I sent you and maybe they'll give you a discount.